Hello, thank you for watching. So this video is going to be just an empty products, my reviews, and would I repurchase things. They're mostly from quarantine, like 2020, a little bit going into 2021. I thought I had more makeup to review, but I seem to make my makeup last a pretty long time, so don't have too much empty makeup to review, but I do have a couple miscellaneous products, lots of skincare, and lots of body products. So we'll just get right into it. So I'm just going to start with kind of the least exciting thing, I guess, and that is this. It is the Califia cold brew. This is made with almond milk. I want to say that this is just the original flavor. This is delicious, honestly. It does kind of have like a mocha taste to it. They do have one that is mocha flavor, but this was actually primarily what I was drinking just as my coffee in the morning when I was working from home, and it did a pretty good job of waking me up. Sometimes I would have to have a couple, cups of it, but given the fact that I was working from home, it was a little less stressful getting up and getting ready for the day. Sometimes I could just stay in my pajamas and stuff, so it was just enough caffeine to wake me up. So this I would always get from King Soopers. It's only $5. I don't know that I would go out of my way to repurchase it. I did really like it, but I have a Keurig here and a Dutch Brothers just a couple streets down, so I think I'm set as far as coffee goes, but it was delicious. If you do like cold brew, then I would definitely try it out. Okay, so the next two are going to be the Toni and Guy Cleanse Dry Shampoo and the Dove Refresh and Care. This is the Detox and Purify Dry Shampoo. So the Dove Dry Shampoo, I'm definitely getting laundry detergent vibes. And then the Toni and Guy Dry Shampoo, I actually do like this smell a little bit better, but still getting laundry detergent vibes. Scared my finger. So it would be better if they weren't so empty, but both of these do contain alcohol, which I'm not about that, so I would not repurchase either of these. I'm not trying to have my hair catch on fire. Okay, so next we have the Bondi Sands. This is the 1 hour express tanning foam. So it does come with a mitt. When I said empty products, I didn't think it would actually be empty. So it does come out as a foam. It has a color guard to it, so it comes out really, really dark, and you can tell where all of the tanning foam is going. I do think that the quality of tan that they're kind of promising you after an hour, it definitely looks better if you leave it on longer than an hour. I'm honestly just not a huge fan of self-tanning products like this, just because I do tend to sleep, with my arms folded, and I always get like a white section on the inside of my arms, or my hands always come out all messed up. And so I personally just wasn't like a huge fan. Even after, washing it off an hour, you could leave it on overnight even, and the next day I would still see like it transferring onto my clothes and or wearing off on areas really easily. So I personally didn't have the best experience with it. I know that other people have used this and love it, so just not for me, but maybe try it out. So continuing on with body products, this here is the Neutrogena. I really was using this mostly for my daughter. She has eczema, and she does occasionally, more so in the winter time, just get little patches of really dry skin. So I was putting a little bit of this into her bath, and that was just helping to pack some moisture into her skin, whereas normal water would kind of strip away some of that extra moisture. So I know she probably really shouldn't be getting baths when she has eczema, but it did help make a huge difference. I did see that her skin, was replenished, and it helped with the absorption of the lotion afterwards. So I really did like this. I remember I was initially concerned that we were going to spontaneously find out that she had a sesame seed allergy, but no issues there, luckily. You can definitely use it when you take a bath, or even just as a shower oil, but I thought it was really nice. So kind of continuing on with the fact that my daughter has eczema, when I was working at the dermatology clinic, we did have just lots of skincare samples, a lot of which that we gave to patients, but you do take advantage of that when you work at a dermatologist. This was one of the things that I used for my daughter. It is the Aveeno Eczema Therapy Balm. So it's an itch relief balm, first of all. It has the colloidal oatmeal, and it also, because it is a balm and kind of more of an ointment, it does help to provide a little extra protection for maybe areas that have, you know, broken skin or it's really dry. And by putting a barrier on those areas, it just helps to retain the moisture a lot better. I did notice a immediate difference pretty much when I was using this for my daughter with her eczema spots. Some people, you know, it's extreme enough where lotions and moisturizers don't really cut it, but I think that using a balm or ointment really did help make a difference for her. So I definitely would repurchase this. I still have lots of samples, luckily, because seeing how good of a difference it made, I stopped. All right, so these next two products I am very excited to talk about. They are the Truly Body Scrubs. So this one is the Buns of Glowry. This is a butt polish. And then the Acai Your Boobies. This is a boot polish. First of all, can we say how amazing these smelled? So the butt polish, it's green and pink. It is watermelon, retinol, wheat protein, apricot, and orange flower boost. And then the boot polish is acai, dragon fruit, retinol, vegan collagen, and an antioxidant blend. Both of these are clean, completely vegan. The retinol I did think was a really interesting aspect because I do use retinol on my face, but retinol incorporated into body products I thought was interesting. So I will always use retinol on my face. The use of retinol really does help to diminish fine lines and wrinkles, helps to resurface your skin, and helps with acne as well. I did notice, I wouldn't say maybe an immediate difference, but I did notice a significant difference as far as firmness and smoothness of my skin, enough to the fact where I was bringing it onto my stomach and onto my hips too, because, you know, if this is tightening, which retinol should do with continued use over time, then, you know, I did notice something else with retinol is that it can be a little drying. So with areas like your boobs, I was having a little bit of some just barely minuscule dryness in some areas, like pretty much under here and, you know, on here. And so I would just recommend making sure to use a lotion afterwards, but it was nothing significant like I've noticed with like normal retinol, so nothing that extreme, but would absolutely repurchase. Smelled so good, so soft. My one only thing is that I feel like I wish that it was like this big of a jar, because a little goes a long way, but still, I would repurchase these. I do actually have more that are coming, so. All right, so I want to say the last body product really is going to be this. It is Trilastin. It is supposed to be a stretch mark prevention cream. So I did get this when I was pregnant with my son. I was really inconsistent with the use, to be honest. I am not a fan of the smell. Ugh. I don't know what it is. For some reason, banana keeps coming to mind, but like a banana cleaner, something like that. Paraben free. It's also supposed to be all natural. It says it's a natural blend of 15 plant-derived oils and extracts that nourish, hydrate, and protect the skin, which help to maximize strength and elasticity. So, woo, definitely did feel, you know, like oily. Again, wasn't a huge fan of the smell. Maybe it was because I was pregnant, but even like smelling it now, I'm like, oh God. I'm all about those natural products. There's really no way to prevent stretch marks from happening, let's be honest. And there's no real treatment for stretch marks, but the best thing that you can do is exactly what it said, is just provide a lot of moisture and hydration. If your skin is nice and hydrated, then it's gonna have a little bit easier of a time stretching out. But some stretch marks are inevitable. It has to do with genetics and how elastic your skin is. With my first pregnancy, I didn't get hardly any stretch marks. With this go around, he was way bigger. And again, I was a little inconsistent with the use. I think if I had been a little bit better with maybe moisturizing, maybe it would have made a difference, but stretch marks fade with time and I'm not even worried about it. I don't know that I would repurchase this again. I honestly did like the cocoa butter stretch mark formula a lot better, and it smells better too. So if ever I were to get pregnant again, I think that's the one that I would end up going with. So, all right, so this is kind of a body product slash skincare, and then we're just gonna get into skincare. So this is the 𝗫𝕗's facial wax strips. So essentially you just peel these little pieces of paper apart and it has beeswax in the center. These are really small and they're perfect for, you know, getting areas on your face not down here, but like maybe if you've got a little mustache action or something like that, or in between your eyebrows. I never had any sort of irritation with it or felt like it was sticky residue afterwards. I felt like it was really gentle and did a really decent job of actually, you know, removing any little hair or like peach fuzz that you might have. I actually did just repurchase a box of these, but they're much bigger. They're supposed to be body wax strips, so I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but I will let you know how it does. Okay, so getting into skincare products, the first thing I'm going to talk about is this here. This is the Phyto-C skincare. It's just a couple samples. One of the dermatologists that I used to work with actually went to a dermatology convention, and she herself wasn't interested in using this, but she did gift it to me. I'm not a fan. So first of all, I will list the pricing of everything and where you can get everything down below. So in this box, it came with these two things. It is the Super Heal Olive Gel and then the Super Heal Olive Serum. There's a B5 gel, a E and C serum, a Super Heal Olive Cream, and a Phyto-C Signature. Let's see if you can see this. So unfortunately, again, it was a textural thing for me and a consistency thing. I didn't even really try these to see if I would have liked them. Maybe they are amazing, but all right, so getting into skincare, we have a couple skincare products, a couple perfumes, a little bit of makeup, and then just one miscellaneous thing. The first thing that I want to talk about is the SK2 Facial Essence Treatment. I really did not know what a water essence was when I had this at the time. I do actively use a water essence morning and night. It is vegan and clean, and I love it because essentially when you use a water essence, it just helps with the absorption of all your other products. I think I was just using this at night. I didn't see a huge change, but for its price, I definitely would not go out of my way to repurchase. Again, all of these skincare products have just been replaced by the vegan line that I'm currently using, so wouldn't go out of my way. But right, this next one here is the Ultra Repair Cream. This is a hand cream. It's from First Aid Beauty, Fab First Aid Beauty. I was using it just literally as a hand cream, mostly during the winter time. I didn't see a huge difference, especially because I am somebody with a ton of hand washing and things like that that experiences a lot of dryness with my hands, especially during the winter time. I personally have so many other lotions that have worked much better though. So the last sample that I got with just Sephora order is this Belief. It is the True Cream. It is a moisturizing balm. I did actually feel like this was a balm of moisture. Like, my makeup always went on really flawless after using this, and I did feel like it made a pretty noticeable difference in terms of dry areas on my face. Again, still wouldn't really go out of my way to repurchase it, but I did feel like it worked really well. So this is going to be the Clinique Moisture Surge. It's a 72-hour moisturizer. 72 hours? No, I feel like it was kind of a normal moisturizer, but definitely not 72 hours moisture. Like, I had to reapply the next day. All right, and then the last one is the Super Berry Night Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask. This is from Youth to the People. Again, just a sample. This is supposed to be used as a night cream. I did feel like it was really intensely nourishing and hydrating. It, you know, smelled really good. It didn't feel too heavy, you know, like oily or anything on my face before going to bed, but I did feel like when I woke up the next day that my skin felt much more hydrated. So this also worked really well. Wouldn't go out of my way to repurchase, but worked really well. So these next couple are samples that I did get whilst working at the dermatologist that are empty, at least. I have so many samples that I am now using because unfortunately for almost the past year, I was pregnant, so there were really limited skincare options on what I could use. This first one here is from Cetaphil. It is the Pro Oily Skin Moisturizer. It does have SPF 30 in it. I did feel like it went on really well underneath my makeup, given the fact that it was a sunscreen moisturizer combo. It absorbed really well into the skin. As far as oil prevention, and it doesn't smell too sunscreeny. As far as oil prevention, I feel like it did a decent job. Okay, this here is the Rock 5-in-1 Face, Neck, and Chest Cream. This also has SPF 30 in it. It does have a little bit more of a sunscreen smell, but I actually don't mind that. It just kind of makes me feel like I'm going to the beach, so it makes me happy. I do feel like this just went on really, really well, got absorbed really well. My makeup always looked flawless with using it. It's supposed to be a multi-correction cream. I really was a fan of this. I probably could use this every single day. If I ever come across it in the store, maybe I'll get it. But I liked it as a sample for sure. Okay, and then the last skincare product that I got from working at my job that is empty is the La Roche-Posay Antihelios Tinted Sunscreen. This is an SPF 50. This is honestly so amazing. It really does help to give you, a nice healthy looking glow if you want to go without makeup, and it doesn't look, like crazy on anybody. I feel like it would blend in with the majority of skin tones. Would definitely recommend this. La Roche-Posay has really, really great sunscreens in general, but the tinted version I absolutely love. So I guess this is technically the last skincare product that I got while working at my job. This is actually the old dermatology clinic's own brand of skincare. So this is PuraMD. It is a vitamin C serum. It is 20%. So the majority of good vitamin C serums that you'll get are going to be 10 to 15%. 15% being still a really good vitamin C serum, but I gotta say, pretty immediately after starting to use this, I noticed much more even complexion, really, really bright. So given the fact that it was 20%, again, I did notice a pretty immediate difference. I would think that you would have to go to either an esthetician if they can get you this sort of thing, a dermatologist, or have something prescribed. But otherwise, again, 15%, which you can normally just get through other places and order it, is still going to be a good percentage. So, okay, so as far as perfumes go, just these here, they all smell amazing. I would absolutely repurchase them. This is going to be the Chloe Eau de Parfum. Eau de Parfum? Eau de Parfum. It smells so good. It's kind of flowery in a way, but not like a girly flower, like a sexy flower. Like it smells like kind of like romantic in a way. It smells amazing. This one, and yes, I use a lot of perfume samples because I can't be bothered to go out of my way and spend like $200 on a perfume sometimes. So this one is the Valentino Donna. Yes, Valentino Donna. This one smells really sweet, but a low-key sweet. It's easy to keep smelling it. Also kind of has that like sexy aspect to it. Does that make sense? All right, and the last one is Flower Bomb by Viktor Rolf. You can already guess how this is gonna smell. Woo! Oh, that's strong. So sometimes I do like a strong smelling perfume. Sometimes I like it to be noticeable that I have a perfume on. That smells like a department store though. I'm definitely getting Macy's vibes, but I kind of like it. You just adapt to it, but it's pretty good. So Louise, if you're watching this, I would like one of these perfumes for Christmas. Okay, so only 2 makeup products to talk about. Ooh, I'm breaking things. So this here is the Duo Brush On Adhesive Lash Glue. It does come with a wand applicator. I do like applying some lash glue to my lash line when I put on lashes too, so this is really convenient for that. And I feel like it's just less mess. Sometimes when I use the tubes to apply the lash glue, it'll get a random bubble and then explode all over the eyelashes. And I do also have a adhesive allergy. It's kind of on the mild side, but occasionally some lash glues really do irritate my eyes. This one here is made with aloe, so I never have any sort of irritation. If you do have issues with lash glue, then maybe try this out. I don't know for sure that you won't have issues. It is still an adhesive, but I really do like this. I use it for my clients when I do their makeup as well, and I will probably always continue to repurchase the same glue. So this here is the ColourPop Lippy Pencil. This is in the shade Beeper. So I did actually get a set of the ColourPop Lippy pencils. I want to say it was 72 of them, just a huge color variety. They're super creamy, super pigmented. The set I got was limited edition, but you can get these individually from ColourPop. I do sometimes find myself needing to reapply, but it does have a pretty good length of wear, and when it does start to fade off, it does look pretty natural. So even if I do need to reapply, I don't really mind. But with wearing masks, this does stay on pretty well, so that was impressive for me, and that was checked all the boxes. Okay, so last thing, thank you for sticking with me through this. This I got with a set. The set, I honestly don't know where it is, but I hated it. So this was all I had to discuss. This set that I ordered off of Amazon was supposed to be a DIY gel nail set. So it was supposed to be, you know, those ads that you see, you kind of squeeze out the gel, you know, clamp the fake nail on it, put it under a light, and then you're supposed to take the little fake nail off and it holds the shape, and then you just file it into the shape, and it just looked, you know, so easy and everything. So came in a completely foreign language. This I did think was the LED light, because I thought all of this like was gonna light up or something, but I did realize it's actually a tool for everything. It came with a couple different gel colors, a couple polish things that were supposed to be, you know, an activator. One of those polishes that was a pretty important step in this process was completely empty. It didn't have any sort of LED light or UV light that came with it, and it ended up just being a goopy mess that never dried, and I did not have a good experience with it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that if any of my reviews were intriguing to you, that you go and try some of these products. Let me know what you think. Again, if maybe I didn't have a good experience with something, doesn't necessarily mean that you will. Same being that if I like something doesn't necessarily mean that you will, but definitely go try some things out. I hope that everybody is having a great day and has a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys later. I'm filming this like it's on YouTube, forgetting that I'm uploading it to Instagram, but